We working here? Is everything working? Cool. So we are currently in Southern Illinois. It is November 2nd, and we're hitting the last morning hunt of this trip. So figured I would bring y'all in here just for a little bit. See, I'm still learning this, how to do all of this. Let me see what I can do here. Still trying to get all this figured out. We'll see if anybody hops on. Anybody? Maybe. No. We'll see. It's kind of cold up here. Get something. Make sure everybody got this real quick. All right. All right, back to business. So it's Sunday, November 2nd. We're up here in Illinois, Southern Illinois, bow hunting. We're currently set up in this creek bottom. This is kind of a main, I say main, sweet, cool, we got somebody on now. But it's kind of a travel corridor from the cornfield back into this big timber block. We'll flip the camera around here just a second so everybody can see what's going on. The temperature just dropped like 4 or 5 degrees, so it's kind of cold up here. But yeah, Ooh. Let's see if y'all can see what I'm looking at here. So we're down in this creek bottom. It runs up that side over there. There's a cut right here that comes down the edge of this creek bottom that is kind of a travel corridor for these deer. They run it and they'll cross this creek and then go back up that ridge. And so that cut, it runs back right up. Let me see here. There we go. Runs back up the hill there. So just bumping things around here. There we go. Let's see. Just north of us here, probably 300 yards or so, 400 yards is where that cornfield is that we've been hunting. And then we're pretty sure the does are bedding over on that ridge across from us here. So we're hoping we can either catch a doe moving through here. There hasn't been a whole lot of rut activity in the last couple of days, which is back home. I feel like the rut's really kicked off and they're chasing hard, but hasn't hardly been any rut activity here. So the sun's finally starting to peek out. I need that. I did not pack enough clothes for this trip. Now my belly's starting to growl. Just sit here. There we go. Oh, I got a second person. What's up? It's our first time going live on here, so I figured it'd be something interesting to do a little differently. I just got a serious bone chill, so I feel like I'm shaking a little bit, trying to get warm. Got my been gone for. We left Thursday morning about 4 a.m. We got up here about 12:30 Thursday. Uh, Drove in from Oklahoma. So I've been gone for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's Sunday. 4 days. I'll get home tomorrow. Got a 2-year-old at home that is itching for Dad to get home. He wants to go find big bucks, so I figure when I get home tomorrow, next weekend, we'll be taking him over to the cabin so that he can go play around and I'll try to get some hunting in while he plays or something. But that's all he talked about the night before I left was going to find big bucks. So earlier, I know there's not many of y'all on here, but I'm gonna turn this back around so I can see what I'm looking at. Well, earlier I had two does. They crossed the creek right over there, probably like 40 yards from me, and then worked up that ridge line right there. So really wasn't much we could do about that. And then, the last 2 deer I saw were, so I'll flip this back around and move so y'all can see. Had 2 does that were just right back off in there in that thick stuff. 2 little yearling doves. I don't know if mama's hot or what, but they definitely didn't look big enough to be off of their mama. And so I'm assuming they got bumped off of her. It's probably the only rut activity I can even think that we've seen since we've been up here. But they got over there in that thick stuff behind me, and then the wind started swirling, and they ended up snorting and then shooting back across probably about 50 yards over here, and they meandered on up the ridge line there. And so we went back up to the top. There's a pretty good elevation drop over there down into this bottom. It's a little more gradual coming in from this side. But we've seen, so what, we've been here since Thursday afternoon. So we hunted Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then all day today. We've seen deer every sit. We've probably seen 6 here. No, somewhere between 15 and 20 does. And then I've seen 3 spikes, a forked horn, like a 1.5, 2.5-year-old 8, about a 2.5, 3.5-year-old 9, Last night I saw about a 3.5-year-old 8, and the night before last, um, he was an 8. He was probably 4.5, maybe. Um, but he was a shooter. We had him at 35 yards. Just needed him to turn broadside and give us an opportunity on him. But I scraped my binos against the bino harness and made that little like sound. And what it did, it was just enough to get his attention, and he logged on and cleared out of there real quick. But yeah, so overall, it's been a fun hunt. It's really pretty country up here. Um, Definitely enjoyed stomping around something new. Looking forward to doing it again, but we've still got all day today, so hopefully we can make something happen. We got a buck tag and a doe tag in our pocket. We'll try to fill at least one of them. All right, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna head over to TikTok, hop on there, go live for a minute, and then after that, I'm gonna see if I can't get Instagram figured out. Maybe try to go live on there for a bit, so you can follow us around.